Hey guys, this is Jacquie Whitt at Adios Adventure Travel. I know it's been a while, but we've been here. I thought I'd give you an update on travel in Peru and other places in South America since we've had some recent changes. The first thing I want to tell you, though, is thanks to everybody who reached out to check on us and ask about our guides. You know, some of our beloved friends in South America have been through a lot, and as have many of us in the travel business. So Adios Adventure Travel survived so far this, complete shutdown in the travel industry. We remain debt free and we're ready to resume operations when you're ready to travel. Before COVID, if you know us, we were, famous or renowned for setting up small groups, private groups for travelers. And of course, that's likely to be the new model for all operators. So you could expect to see a slight increase in costs just because of that. It won't be possible to aggregate groups any longer, but we'll continue to do that after people start traveling again. So here's the latest about Machu Picchu. That's what we get the most questions about. Is it open? And the short answer is no. However, the extended answer is that the website has been released and it's available. You can go check it out if you want. They updated, changed it, revised it. The thing that they're not showing you on the website is the availability of tickets. So you can't check on ticket availability, but it's not likely that there's going to be any issues with availability. They have set up new rules regarding social distancing and capacity. It's supposed to be, 50% once it does reopen. So for groups who were scheduled with us and other operators, I think as well, in 2020, for travel in 2020, you'll be rescheduled, and most of you have already done that, and we've rescheduled our groups for 2021. So for new groups, we're taking reservations. There's a way to do this with very minimal risk for, financial loss. So if you want to ask me about that, just send me an email because we've been back and forth and discussing and setting up new protocols and arrangements that are going to help people, have a good trip. The bottom line is you want to make sure you know what you're getting into, and we'll be able to explain all that. For people who are wanting to hike the Inca Trail, that requires permits. Typically, those permits go on sale in October. The last couple of years, they've done it that way for the following season. So if you had a permit in 2021, we're planning on buying you a new permit. If you had a permit in 2020, we're planning on buying you a new permit in 2021 for your new travel dates for groups who were booking new in 2021. We're not anticipating having any problems getting permits, but at this point, we don't know. Nobody can guarantee anything. We can't even make a call to an office to find out. So Inca Trail permits, are likely to be available because, they want to restore travel and they want to get people going. So there's no reason to expect any problems, but I'll be posting more information, more videos later as it becomes known and as it becomes available. So make sure you subscribe and stay in touch. I also reply to every email. I've been on the computer just about every day since March to help people get their questions answered and all of that. So the good news is Ecuador is open, completely open. You can book flights, and there is a protocol for arrival. They do want you to arrive if you're going to the Galapagos, they want you to fly into Quito or Guayaquil and then have a PCR COVID test within 72 or 96 hours of your arrival in Galapagos. So you need to allow time for that to happen. They say they have a 24-hour turnaround time, so you should be able to do it if you just add an extra day and whichever of those cities you plan to arrive in. In Peru, the border is still closed, but the country is kind of open. So people are getting back to business and moving around and trying to recover their lives. But the flights are expected to start October the 1st, 2020. So that's a couple of weeks away. I just heard that this passed just a few days ago, that in the beginning of October, the flights will be from surrounding countries. So those are still considered international flights. So you're talking Ecuador, Brazil, and Chile. By the end of October in 2020, they're expected to expand those flights from countries in the other Americas. So I interpret that to mean Central America and North America. But I'll be posting more details as it becomes really specific, because people need to know before you can book any flights or make any permanent arrangements. The other thing we don't know about Peru is the arrival protocols. They haven't announced it yet. That, usually they've been doing these monthly announcements right before the end of the month. So it's possible they won't announce it till later in September, because they want people to start thinking about coming back, but I don't know if they expect people to come back in 2020. It's my intention to get down there in 2020, and I have a group that was scheduled to go to Chile in March 2020, and we had to reschedule ourselves for December. So that's another trip that has been rescheduled, and we hope we can get down there. So that's all I have to report today. Please check back. Please stay in touch. Ask questions, and I'll let you know what I find out.